So now we're going to work on strengthening the muscles around your elbow that are going to protect it, because pickleball is asking a lot of it, a lot of wrist flexibility when we're laying things back to hit forehands or even backhands. And then a lot of drives are being done with the shoulder, but it's asking a lot of our biceps at the same time. So if our muscular systems like our biceps and our forearms aren't ready for it, it can be a lot of load on the elbow, and we can fix that right now. So we have a resistance band. It's not even a fancy one with a handle or anything, but that's actually what's helping us. It's very cheap, very easy to get. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a bicep curl on it this way. So the more band that I'm stepping on, the harder this is going to be. So if you notice that this is too hard, give yourself more band. If it's too easy, step on more of it. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna come to the top and we're gonna hold for 5 seconds. So we're using this as an opportunity to make sure that we're not using our shoulder, because what happens is sometimes we pull like this and we pull, but we're doing a lot of it with our shoulder here. That's going to contribute to shoulder injury, and it's also not helping our elbow. So we want to make sure that it's all being done right here as we pull it. Hopefully we can even start to shake a little bit. Yep. Yeah. So let's do it now. Let's hold for 5 at the top. I know I already said it, but hold for 5. Yep. As squeezing as much as we can, and it's all right here. And then we're going to do 5 of them. Yeah, you started to shake. Yeah. Yep. And then we're just going to do 5. These can be pretty quick. But again, you've already used those 5 seconds to make sure you find it right here. My elbow is not moving. If my elbow is traveling at all, that's my shoulder doing that amount. So now we're going to hold for 4 at the top. Yep. So notice I'm not holding up here. This is easy. Gravity's going this way. This is harder. I'm actually holding this. Now let's do 4. 1, 2, yep. 3. Oh, they're getting smoked. 4. Let's hold for 3. And then we're going to do 3. I'm going to vary it a little bit. I'm going to put my thumb to the sky now. Biceps, there's 2 of them in there. This works the other one a little bit more. So this is a little bit easier. You're a little bit stronger this way. So this can help you either get through this 5 to 1. And I think we're holding for 2. And then we do 2. It's very hard to talk and count at the same time. But it's, again, not rocket science in terms of the amount. We're just looking to stimulate blood and nutrients into here and getting the muscle tissues good. Getting working. My arm feels lit up at this moment.
That's good.
But now it's ready. Now it's ready to take the force of a pickleball if we need to. And that amount of time to hold the isometric at the top is very, very helpful too. So now we're going to do the triceps, so the other side of it. So our elbow is biceps, elbow, triceps, elbow. So these are also pulling on our elbow a lot. And a lot of times when muscles are weak, they end up being tight and they end up hurting the surrounding issues. Yeah. So now we're going to go ahead, step on it as well. And then we're going to I like to put my hand on my knee because this isn't for my bond. Yep. Elbow back. And then we're just going to straighten it out. So I've realized that it's probably going to be hard to do the 5 to 1 with this amount. So I'm going to give myself a little bit more. I'm wimpy, I know. Yep. So then we're just going to, because I want to make sure here that nothing is working except I'm just making this fist extend. Because if I'm doing this at all, yeah, any movement in the elbow, it's easy and it's not the right movement. Exactly. So her elbow is very, very steady. Perfect. Yeah, so we would hold for 5. And then we would do for 5. No, we've already done bonus ones. I know. 3, 4, and 5, holding for 4. So I'm starting to feel it up here now because we've done plenty. Yeah. So it just means that I want to get more resistance or let some of the band out instead to make it easier. Because even though, yeah, it's hard on the ego to let some of the weight go, but it's very, very important for the body because if I'm using these muscles aren't taking that, and these are the ones that we need. Exactly. So I'll have you do just a couple more and I'll make sure. Yep, perfect. So keep that elbow totally still. Exactly. You can see this firing. This is also a great one to tone the back of the arms. Probably one of the most requested things that I ever get asked for. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. Also, deadly overheads. Awesome. Way to go for that. The very next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to the forearms. So again, we're getting a lot of the elbow pain because our forearm can't handle a lot of the load that pickleball asks for it to do. So what we're going to do now, because we've already done the lengthening, so this time we're just going to do it with the wrist instead. So instead of doing the bicep, now I don't want your elbow moving at all. Exactly. So again, find your weight. It doesn't mean that you get it perfectly the first time. Yep. Yeah, redo it, totally fine. Yep, hold for 5, and then we're gonna do 5. Let's hold for 4, and let's do 4. Whew, my forearm is on fire. 4, holding for 3, starting to shake. That's fine, that's a good thing. And we'll do 3. We'll speed them up. Oh. 2, and 1. Yep, so you're seeing her elbow starting to move because there we go, there's the last one. So her elbow started to move because she needed the help. Exactly, but the form was still good. It was just a little bit of bicep help, which makes sense. We've done a good bit of those. So obviously doing those equally on both sides is going to be helpful, but there's a very likely chance that you obviously only have one side of your body that hurts pickleball-wise, your dominant arm. So prioritize doing exactly what we just did. Each one of those, try to get a 5 to 1 like you can, 2 times throughout the day. Maybe once in the morning and once in the afternoon. If you just keep these around at home, keep them visible, keep them out in front of you, because then you'll do them more often. That way you don't have to go get them from in the closet or go to the gym for them. They're meant to be done at home, very nice and easy.